Okay, we're recording. I've never recorded a Zoom, so. Okay, I'm just waiting on, I know Carrie was gonna hop on, right? God, my eyes.
Yeah, she said she was.
Oh, I see Joanna, Jade Mill. I love it. Oh, and Melinda, yay. Listen, we were jamming. All right, you ready?
Did you wrong? We can make it right. So go and let it all hang out tonight. We don't love you anymore.
Just a minute, guys, and we'll get ready.
Out the door.
Sorry, I'm feeling myself tonight, y'all.
See, Ashley, once you get on TikTok, I made a video to that song last night.
Who did?
I did.
You did? I need to do it.
It's one of the most trending videos or whatever.
Your
Not mine.
video? Oh, I was like,
Oh, no.
oh, yeah. That song is like, that one in Truth Hurts. Oh my gosh, I love that one. There's Carrie. Now the party can start. You're muted. Oh, there you are. Oh, listen. We were just jamming. Carrie feeling good as hell.
Got that new car.
All right. Get out. I love you. Take the dog. Take the dog. Slam her head in the door. Thank you. Bye. Okay. So, hi guys. I'm so excited you're here. Okay, we got to take a picture real quick. Everybody smile. Carrie, don't show anything. Okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in tonight. Forgive the glasses, I'm blind. We had a really awesome champ Zoom that kind of led into what I want to talk about tonight. Well, part of it. The second part I want to talk about is what we can do on Facebook to increase the people we're talking to. I've been trying it out and testing it out and been really excited with, I'm gonna mute everybody. Got it. I'm gonna be, so I've been really excited with the results, so I just want to share it with you guys so you guys can start implementing it too. Okay. Sorry, I had like an air bubble. Okay, so here we go. So Mitch Newman was talking about how a lot of times we can get into our business and we can get, and I love that most of you have been in the business for a minute. Bailey, I know, is really new, but this is, 30 days, what? This is going to be good for you to keep in mind for later on down the road when you've been in longer than 30 days and you're like me, where you've gone through your warm market or everybody you know and love. You've talked to them about ketones and you're now just left with cold market, with people you don't really know and having to build relationships and share the ketones with other people. Also, isn't this shirt awesome? I love it. I'm so excited. I'm a lion chaser. If you haven't heard my story about that, let me know. So it was just about like how we can get down on ourselves in the business and how we hit plateaus and we're like, oh, my business is growing and now it's not. And how normal that is to hit a plateau, and how if we just switch our perspective a little bit and go, to be expected, because every business is not like this. Right? Nobody's business goes straight up the hill. Everybody's business goes like, it goes up, it goes across, you hit a plateau, then it goes up, it can go down, it can plateau. So just know that if this was a real business, which it is, you're not always going to have that upward build. If you do, I love you. I wish an amazing thing like that for you. But even Mandy Mitchell, who hit legend in 4 months, her business hit legend and then went. So just know that that's normal, and start looking at the plateau as a chance to learn, because you're hitting a plateau for a reason. You're not ready to hit the next level in your business. And that's hard. That was really hard for me to grasp. I was like, I am so ready to hit the next level. What are you talking about? But then I realized that I wasn't the leader I needed to be in order to have the massive team that I want to have yet. I'm working on it, so it will happen. But to take those opportunities in that plateau and learn why you're in that plateau and shift that perspective of, to be expected. A plateau in my business, that's okay. What can I do to get out of this plateau? What do I need to learn in order to get out of this plateau? So one thing he shared that I really loved was start at the end. And you know, what's funny is Rachel Hall says the same thing. Like if you have a goal or a dream, like start at the end and make milestones, but work your way backwards. So you know where the milestones are that you need to hit. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about starting at the end and imagining what it would look like if you hit your goal. So if you were helping a ton of people in your community to feel better, to lose some fat, to get healthier, to have more energy, to be the moms and dads they want to be, like if you can imagine that feeling, I smiled when I started talking about it because it put me in such a good mood. And that is the shift that we need to make, right? So what would your day look like if you were in your community helping it like you dream of doing? What would that look like? What would your day look like? How would you feel? So when you hit that plateau, I want you to go there because it automatically shifts your brain from negative to positive, and you start thinking about the future and what's exciting and what's coming for you. And it switches everything. So start backwards, which I love that. I love that idea. And so I have right here, been there, done that, got down on myself. I've been in the business almost 2.5 years. July will be 3 years. Oh, next year. So yeah, so 2.5, December will be 2.5 years, I guess. But either way, whatever. I don't know. I don't count. But that's not the point. The point is I've been in the business for a while and I can get down on myself at times. And so stopping and shifting your perspective about where you're at in your business and again, building relationships because it's about the community. It's about the people. It's not about the sales. And that's what I absolutely love about our company is we don't even talk about how to sell anything because that's not what it's about. It's about caring enough about people to share this with them. Because honestly, if you ask me, it's wrong to not share this with people. It just is. It's wrong. They could be feeling better. They could change their life. You don't know what's going on at home. So the nail lady today, she was like, oh, I don't need to lose any weight. I was like, hey, I bet you need some energy. I bet you could use some mental clarity, mental focus. And she was like, oh yeah. Like she's a skinny little thing. Like, can you imagine if I didn't tell her, she would know. So, and anyway, it was a really good conversation and she let me leave business cards and she has a few people she's going to give them to. So if I hadn't reached out, who knows? Who knows if that anything will ever come of it, but it doesn't matter. The fact is I did the work by reaching out. And so I was sharing this with somebody the other day. I don't remember who it was. The business we're in is in the reach out, is in the talking, is in the getting the no's, is in the just telling people because we've done our job, if that's it. Do not set your business on selling ketones. That's not how we mark our business. That's not how we mark a win or a loss. We mark a win or a loss by reaching out and telling people about them and sharing with them and sharing with anybody and everybody and building relationships. The sales will come after that. Hi, Kitty. The sales will come after that. Hi, Macy. But the most important thing is building those relationships and reaching out to people and telling people. And guys, it comes up so organically in a conversation if you're looking for it, right? Literally, someone yawns in front of me. I'm like, oh, a yawn's a silent scream for ketones. And they're like, what? I'm like, hey, you're telling me you haven't heard of ketones? Like, that's my new phrase. You're telling me you don't drink ketones? And they're like, what? What do you mean? I don't, what is it? And then they're like, what am I missing out on? Right? The fear of missing out strong. So I've started doing that and it's really, really, really helped. But okay, tactical business tips. I want to get to that because I think that's main reason why you're here. I mean, I know I'm inspirational and all, but you want to know tactical things that you can take back to your business. And I may not always have that, but I do tonight. So I actually was able to hop on a training with somebody who's pretty awesome at Facebook. I've been focusing more on Instagram, and that I love Instagram and I'm still going to be focusing on that, but I felt like I was missing out on Facebook, and that's why I was focusing more on Instagram. Well, here's the thing. We have heard stories are where it's at. Stories are where it's at. Well, I automatically assumed and thought Instagram stories are where it's at. Instagram stories. Because let's be honest, Instagram stories are more popular. Well, turns out that's not true. So what I found out is Facebook stories are where it's at. And so let me explain something to you, because I'm going to tell you what I was doing and how it was not correct and what I'm doing now. So I thought I had linked my Instagram stories with Facebook. For some reason it wasn't linked anymore. So all this time I was posting stuff on Instagram stories, it wasn't linked. So if that's how you want to do your business, I hope you don't. I hope after this training you won't want to do that. But if that's how you want to do it, we got to change it, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so my friend that was doing this training, and if you don't know what Facebook stories are, I'm going to pull it up real quick. So Facebook stories are these little thingies at the top, right? So that gives me the option to add to my story. That's my story, and then this is other people's stories that they share, right? So what we found was Facebook stories are the greatest way to reach people on Facebook, because they do this. They watch and they go, oh, yeah, cool, awesome. Like, I don't know about you, but when I lay in bed, that's what I do. I just click on people's stories and watch it. It's so much better, and you get more information and you get more about their life and stories than you do on just their little posts, right? Unless it's a meme or somebody I really love and care about, I'm probably not stopping on Facebook and commenting, unless I'm working my business, which I should do. Okay, but so whatever. Facebook stories are powerful. Let me tell you how to do it, okay? So do not post throughout the day. I was like, what do you mean don't post throughout the day? But seriously, listen to this. Post all at one time, because people are going to be able to see your whole story. When they click that first picture, they're going to be able to see every single one of it. So they're going to see pictures of me and my kids. They're going to see, oh, fat loss. Oh, okay. They're going to see me working from home or working for a Carmel coffee shop. And then at the end, I'm going to hit them with a poll. So this is the formula. This is all over the place. I'm so sorry. I should have been a little better about this, but I'm all over the place. This is me. So essentially, when you post to your Facebook stories, this is what you need. Something that catches their attention. The first picture should be something that catches their attention. Carrie, do you remember the one that Luke thought it was a boob? Like, it caught your attention and you went, what? Like, hold on, I'm going to see what this is.
Oh,
That was me. That was
attention.
mine. That
Yeah,
was me
she was
mixing my
mixing
tea.
for her room.
Okay, well, it got everybody's attention though. And people immediately went to your story because they wanted to know what it was. And so you probably had a ton of viewers on your story that day. Well, I looked at my Facebook stories viewers and I had like 20. And I was like, what the hell, Buzz? Because my Instagram wasn't hooked. But anyway, so since I've started implementing this, I'm over 100 in 2 days. So it's definitely helping. And I'm talking to, the most important thing is I don't care how many viewers I've got. I've had people click that they want information. People I didn't even know like wanted information, like had no idea they were watching. Okay, so anyway, so the first thing you need is an eye-catching picture, so that when your Facebook story pops up, it's like, what is that? So mine today is like a crocheted thing. Generally, it shouldn't be a quote. Don't do a quote. I figured because it was crochet, it might catch people's attention. Didn't really work for me very well today. So lesson learned. I'm learning, like, but I'm sharing with you because it has worked so well for me that I was like, I've got to share with them. I can't wait until I'm really good at it. So eye-catching picture number 1, you want 10 to 15 things at most. 10 is right about where you need to be, 15 at most. Some people are looking at me like, 10 to 15, are you crazy? Like, you can fill it up. I promise, if you just take snap pictures throughout your day, you can fill it up. 10 to 15 posts. And throughout this post, do polls. Stupid polls. Like I did a poll today. Let me see. Let me pull it up. About Approve It hats. What do I need? Which one do I need? And everybody voted on which Prove It hat I needed. Well, guess what they're looking at? Category King and Prove It every single day. I bet that they went, what is that? Right? So everybody picked green, by the way. So these polls are what you're doing is you're priming people for clicking on your polls. And so then at the very end, you're going to post something, a benefit of ketones, not like, do you want energy, mood, focus, one. Pick one and find something to go with it. So today was this dog I don't know if you can see it. And it was like, he's leaning up against the pole, like, when I lose 2 pounds. And I said, want to lose some pounds with me before the holidays? And then I pulled a poll, the very, very bottom, huge, big, huge, big. That's the thing is where do people's thumbs sit? Right down here, right? So if your poll's at the bottom and it's huge, then a lot of times they're accidentally going to click it, but that's okay because that's going to give you an opportunity to chat with them anyway. Like, oh, hey, and this is what I've been sending people. Hey, I saw you voted on my poll, and I give them a little bit of information. Like, I needed to lose some pounds before the holidays too. Have you ever heard of ketones or ketosis? Also, if you accidentally clicked on my post or my poll, I do that all the time. That's okay too. LOL, I'm a hot mess. You're still starting conversations, and maybe they didn't want any information about ketones or ketosis, but you've already set the seed in their brain. So here is the other thing I'm going to tell you. Remember how I said to post your Instagram or your Facebook stories all at one time? Do it in the evening before you go to bed. So if you're like me and you record your Instagram story all day long, and if you're not, I'll talk about that next. But if you're like me and Carrie, I know you do this, and Joanne, I know you do this, and Brittany, I know you do this, you record your story all day, right, in Instagram. Well, you don't have to do anything. You can go to your Instagram at night before you go to bed, save all the things that you want to share in your Facebook story, and post them all right back to back before you go to sleep. When you wake up in the morning, you're already going to have viewers, and by 14 hours later, you're going to have a ton more viewers because you had an entire story for them to click through, not just 1 or 2 things. And you're going to have your eye-catching picture, which is going to make them go, I want to see what's next. You're going to have some information in there. You're going to have your life, of course, because that's our life. And then you're going to have a poll at the end where people can click, right? And you can reach out to them. I don't even know how many people have clicked that they want information about more energy or more focus or more fat loss. Like, it has been huge, guys. So it's a little bit more work before bed, but I'm laying in bed on my phone anyway, right? So if you do not record your story throughout the day, here's the thing that I would say. I would say to start taking pictures of your day. So Melinda, if you don't post Instagram stories, like, I know you don't really do Instagram, right? Okay. So Instagram stories are literally just I record like silly things throughout my day, like my kids' school drop off, or me at the coffee shop, or me working, or me shaking up ketones. I record me shaking ketones every day. You can just throughout your day snap pictures. Here's the thing, guys. Everybody thinks that their life is boring and that nobody would want to see that. They do. You just think your life is boring because it's your life. But I promise you, people are so nosy and would love to see what's going on in your life. I did a live in my bedroom tonight because people will click on my Facebook Live just to see what my room looks like, just to see what's behind me, just to see what my bed looks like. I'm telling you, like, and then people will comment on it. I already had somebody reach out to me and be like, I love your headboard. You could actually see it earlier when I was Facebook Live. It was brighter. But I'm telling you, people, they are nosy and they want to see what's going on in your life. So just throughout your day, just really keep it on your RAS, which is your reticular something. It's just that your brain sees something. So for example, if you want a Range Rover, you're going to see the Range Rovers that are driving down the street. Put it in your brain to document your day. I'm telling you, even if it's the food you're eating, people love it. They eat it up. And then at the end of the night, upload it with like little commentary on the pictures, like, hey, this is my keto lunch, or, whoo, worked hard today, or, you know what I mean? Just save it to your phone. And then after you post it to Facebook stories, you can delete it so you don't take up space. But take your Instagram stories, if you do Instagram stories, put them all on Facebook on the exact same time, have you an eye-catching thing and a poll at the end. Guys, I've been in so many conversations. It's freaking exciting. Like, I am pumped. And I was like, I'm about to take this to a whole nother level. Like, I'm already over 100 people. Like, I'm ready to be at 1,000. So one way that people will see your story more is if you comment on other people's stories. Plus, that puts you in their messenger. which is exciting because then Facebook says, oh, they're having a Facebook message chat. Facebook, Stephanie needs to see Ashley's post because they're talking in Messenger. And so boom, they're going to see my Facebook posts too. And 99% of the time, if somebody answers my Facebook story, like with a haha, that's funny or something, I go to their page and look at it. Like it's just a natural thing. They're going to go to your page and look at it too. And you're planting that seed. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how many seeds I've planted in 2 days. Like I'm so freaking pumped about it. That's why we're on tonight. I was like, I've got to tell everybody. But so does anybody have any questions or comments or thoughts? Or Joanna, you over there shaking your head. Yes. So you must know what I'm talking about.
Sorry, I'm yelling at the psychotic cat.
That's okay. Does anybody have any questions or thoughts or ideas or something I missed?
I have thoughts.
What's up, girl?
So we always tell people to, like, you know, how post about your life and how you're the only one who thinks that your life is boring. I creep on everybody on my team, like, because I want to know about them. So I watch their stories, and sometimes I'll just click through. But I see people that I know that I've been talking to, and I look on their stories. So for me, I always try to post something like things that are going on during my day. Like the other day when I went to Chick-fil-A and hit the brakes and all the damn fries went to the floorboard. Like that's tragedy, and people can relate to that. So I posted about it, even though I was like, yeah, I'm driving, whatever. But like today, I realized I hadn't posted anything on my story literally all day since yesterday. And so people are like, where the heck is Carrie? You know what I mean? I posted the picture of Wes in the dealership.
Yep.
And I didn't post like the car that I was getting or anything like that. 200, hold on, how many people looked at that? And it's literally a picture of my husband sitting in a dealership. Nothing special. 267 people saw my picture.
On Instagram or Facebook?
I linked my Instagram to my Facebook. But then you go to like the next one, and I said bye-bye Civic, and 188 people saw that. And then the next one, 162 people saw that. And
Yep.
then the next one, it's like 130 people saw the one, you know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
people, if it's something that catches your eye, they're going to look at it. And then they may or may not scroll through the rest of your story. And you'll notice, like, if you look at your story, after every picture, it goes down just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. But if you, like, look down, you scroll through the people who are looking at your story, some of them are people that I've talked about ketones to. And they're just silent, like, they haven't, I mean, you know what I mean? They're not my customers yet, but they're still watching.
Yep.
And they're still watching. And somebody messaged me earlier and said, but you deserve it. She don't know me like that, but she's been watching me for the last 2 years. You know what I mean? So I always try to keep my stories relatable, and I have not been doing polls. That's something that I'm going to start doing, something that I could add into. So I think that's a good idea. But I always try to keep it relatable. Like, you want it to be true to yourself. You know what I mean? Something that's going on in your life that makes people want to be like, what in the heck is she doing?
Yes. Yes, I'm telling you, people love it. They're so nosy, and you'll draw more attention and more focus to what's going on in your life, which is always ketones, right? We're always shaking up ketones. We're always carrying them around. We always got them. We always got a shaker bottle. Like, people are going to start asking questions, or they're going to be like they did on my poll. Like, I had like a picture of Caleb. He's riding the tricycle and he's like, ah! And I was like, this is why I need all the energy I can. Do you need more energy to keep up with your kids too? Yes, or for sure. And always positive on your poll. So not yes or no, but yes or absolutely. You know what I mean? Yes. Or another thing I've been doing, if I post like a trial pack, like 5-day trial, I'll be like, yes, I need that. Or what is it? And I have people click, what is it? And it gives me the opportunity to share the campfire video. And that's been awesome to me. I'm like, I haven't even sold any 5 days yet or any ketones from it yet. And it doesn't matter. It's pumping me up because I'm having conversations. I'm planting seeds. I'm sharing the conversation. That's all this is to it. Because you know what? Our business is 60 to 90 days out, 60 to 90 days out, 60 to 90 days out. These people are going to go, okay, It's the holidays. I have gained weight and I feel miserable. Ashley Brandon, I need help. Right? So stories are where it's at, guys. If you need more help with that, or if you have any questions, like we can reach out and have a chat personally. I just wanted to share what I've been doing, and I'm telling you, posting them in a sequence has been killer for keeping my retention on my views of my stories. So just try it. If you'll do me a favor and just try it for a couple days and see if there's a massive shift in your Facebook stories. I'm not talking about Instagram. No expert on Instagram except for hide hashtags in your friggin' stories because it's awesome and you're gonna get way more views. But Facebook stories, like I have attracted all these people. I have made friends in all these groups. And by the way, if you're not in groups and making friends in there and posting and commenting on people's stuff in groups, do it, because I have made organically so many friends. And I've also found groups in certain areas where I want my business to be. And shock, I don't know how I ended up in the group in that area, but I did. And now I'm making all these friends, these women friends, these awesome friends who are in the Made for More group. So Rachel Hollis Made for More group that are in the area that I want to build a business in. So, so I have all these new friends. And so every single day I'm going to my friends list on my Facebook page. I'm going to recent. At the very top, there's a button that says recent, and I am making sure that I go into every one of their pages and comment on something. Ask them a question. Tell them they're beautiful. Tell them they look amazing today. Give them a compliment. I love giving compliments. That's my jam. So, and I am building so many good relationships. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous how many relationships I'm building. And then when I'm also in my stories, because I want more people to see my stories, so I'm going to be going through stories and commenting on people's stories. I'm starting so many more relationships that way too. Can you imagine if I did this consistently for 90 days? Yo, it's about to go down. It's about to go down. Bonuses are coming my way. Who's with me? Can I get an amen, y'all? All right. Does anybody have any questions before I let y'all go? I joined an actual person group at church, so I have to go to that tonight. That's the thing too. If you work from home, if you have the time, I'm telling you, find a group in person and join that too, because that's been, man, I've only gone one time. Tonight's my second night, and the first night was already powerful, and they already asked me what I did, and I got to share what I did, and I had 3 people come up to me afterwards and be like, oh, this really is like, yeah, y'all. Everybody in that group gonna be drinking ketones and feeling better. Like that's like, it's amazing what we can do if we get out of our house. I know we don't have a lot of us don't have a lot of time, but I'm telling you, like, it's been awesome. Okay, does anybody have any question? I did a what is it poll the other day and got a lot of hits. Amen. Yes, girl. And I love your comment. Straight tragedy, the Lord's fries should not be on the floorboard. Amen to that. Do you know how far I have to drive to get to a Chick-fil-A? And half the people here don't even know what Chick-fil-A is.
That is a shame and a disgrace. And I just want you to know that the Lord spoke to me and said, Carrie, those are my carbs, and I created dirt, and it's okay. Just eat them anyway. And I did.
Girl, I got to drive 2 hours to the closest Chick-fil-A.
Oh
my God. Well, if anybody wants me to bring some to Louisville, let me know, and I'll get you a chicken sandwich or some grilled chicken nuggets.
I thought
Oh, don't worry. They got one in Louisville.
You know they do. Did you put jeans on?
Ashley,
Put jeans on. Yes.
There's not a Chick-fil-A near you.
What?
I said, there's not a near you, and you need to come home.
I need to come home. I need to come back to the homeland. Listen, I've been informing everybody about Chick-fil-A every time we go, which is a lot, because Target and Chick-fil-A are in the same shopping center. Hallelujah. Praise. Look, the Lord is looking down upon me. But
Yeah.
So we go, and I stand in line to order because the kids play, whatever. And I don't know how many people I've talked to that are there for the first time that have never been in a Chick-fil-A. And they're like, you can hear them discussing, like, what do you think that is? What do you think that is? And I immediately become their best friend. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're telling me you've never had Chick-fil-A? And they're like, no.
I feel bad for those people.
Right? So anyway, so it's just been like, It's been fun to be like, okay, well, let me tell you where to start. If you want to start somewhere, let's start with the chicken sandwich and the waffle fries. Okay, that's a good place to start.
And then you discovered the grilled nuggets.
Yes, those give me heartburn or like these weird burps, so I can't eat them. Do you have jeans on? Look at you. Okay, your shirt's inside out.
Oh, you sounded like me this morning.
Come here and say hi to everybody. You know all these people. Come here.
Hi, Caleb.
Caleb!
Who's there? Carrie. And
Hi.
Joanna. Macy was here a second ago. Say hi, everybody.
Yeah, she was coming to tell me goodnight.
Okay, well, let's change your shirt real quick. Flash, everybody.
No.
Okay, or not. Hey, what are you going to be for Halloween?
A rhino.
That's so cute.
A rhino costume. Target has rhino costumes.
They didn't have one in Macy's size, so she's going to be a unicorn witch.
This is waiting to go home with somebody. The next person
have
who
a
hits
silver
Champ
one.
6. The next person who hit Champ 6 gets this and something else I've been holding on to for a really, really long time. Carrie. It's a night light. It lights up. It's so
Oh,
cute.
that's
And I've got other things. I've been waiting. Like I've had it. I'm manifesting a Champ 6, y'all. Oh, Bailey, it's a pink rhino.
Well, I just bought a new car, so I'm going to need to hit Champ 6 so I don't have to pay for it.
Heck yes. I know my husband's like, hey, when you get that Range Rover, and I'm like, are you manifesting things right now? And he's like, no, that's not what I'm doing. And I'm like, okay, keep
Oh,
talking.
yeah.
All right, you ready? Can you tell everybody bye and you love them?
No.
Bye.
Bad kitty.
Bye.
Bye.
Y'all message me if you have any questions about the stories. Try it for a couple days. Give it a try and see what you think. I've already seen a huge shift. Give it a try. Tell me what you think. Give me an update.
Bye. Have fun in group.
Okay, say bye. Say love y'all.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Love
Have
you.
an amazing
Bye. Love y'all.
Have an amazing night.
Thanks for hopping on. Oh, y'all.
Happy